Hi, welcome to YOH Crochet. My name is Anita. Thank you so much for stopping on in, and thanks to all the new people. Thanks to the people who have been here for a while. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for being you. I do have a few videos I would like to record. I'm trying to get back into the swing of making videos. Yes. I have been crocheting a little bit, so yay for that. I had the last few days off of work. They had called me up and told me it is too dead, do not come to work. So I'm hoping, I mean, as much as I don't like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I can't afford to have many of these days. So I'm hoping, today is my normal day off, so I did not go today. So I'm hoping they don't call me tonight and tell me there aren't enough rooms to warrant paying me to come into work tomorrow. I can't afford that. If I don't go into work tomorrow, that's only going to be 24 hours for this week, and we cannot live off of that. That is not kosher. But I did have a girl at work wanted me to crochet her a stitch for her daughter. It is the same girl that got the husky. So her daughter saw the husky and she's like, can she make me a stitch? And I'm like, okay. And then she told me her daughter was asking if I had started it yet, and I was in a crochet slump. But I will probably get paid $15 to $20 for this stitch. So with me losing hours at work, it has kind of kicked me in the butt to make that so I can get paid for it. Alright, anyway, so enough rambling. I'm hoping to make this relatively quick so I can have enough space on my phone to do one more video. But anyway, the purpose of this video is I received a crochet book from the wonderfully awesome Victoria from Nightingale's Crochet. She is a fellow Zoom sister, and I got to spend some time with her on Zoom a few nights ago, and I have not seen her in a while because when she is on Zoom, she's on Zoom when she's not working, and she works overnight shift, so that means she sleeps during the day and is up late at night, and I go to bed early, so I always miss her in Zoom because I don't stay up that late. But seeing that I didn't have to work, I was up later than normal, so I got to see her and spend some time with her, and it was very, very nice catching up with her. I miss her. So I have been looking at this book for a while, and I was going to order it. I did not order to do the pre-order. I was going to wait till it came out, and I was going to order it, and then something told me, just wait to the end of your check, make sure you've got enough money. And then, you know, they called me and told me not to come to work, so for 2 days so far. So I'm glad I put it off, and I am also glad I put off buying it because Victoria went ahead and purchased it for me. And this is not an amigurumi book, so as you guys, most of you who have been here are very well aware, you know that I like to do amigurumis a lot, and that is mostly what I do, but I do other things. So without further ado, I will grab the book and show you the cover. And by the way, Victoria also purchased a copy of this book for herself. So what we're looking to take a look at today is Dark and Dramatic Mosaic Crochet. It's overlay crochet, and it's 15 modern goth and alternative patterns, and this is by Alexis Sixel from Sixel Designs. So let's go ahead and dive in. I did page through it already. So we have the table of contents there. And we have the introduction. And it says in the introduction, the only stitches you need to know are single crochet, double crochet, chains, and slip stitches. I mean, it looks pretty intimidating, but it's really not that bad. So then it just tells you the basics of mosaic crochet, and it explains a little bit how to read the mosaic charts, and then it goes into reading the charts a little bit more thoroughly. It talks about foundation rows and border stitches. And there are plenty of photos to show you how to do stitches. And reading charts. So don't be intimidated. There are a lot of introductory instructions, and it's talking about working in the round. Several pages on working in the round. Then it's talking about gauge and yarn, ends and tassels, weaving and ends, blocking, and we are diving into the patterns now. So this is broken up. This book is broken up into sections. In the first section is quick projects, and we have, the first one is the tea house mug rugs. Those are very cute, and this would be an amazing, like if you just added the number of repeats and for however wide you wanted a blanket to be, you could easily make this into an Afghan. Actually, any of these patterns would probably work well with that. I don't know how well this one would look in an Afghan, but this is the dripping can cozy. So, you know, Halloween coming up, you can make this into blood drips. This is like the slime, the green slime. You can do red for blood drips. And then we have the Heartbreaker zipper pouch. She has such nice photos, I think. Heartbreaker zipper pouch. Yes, very aesthetically pleasing photos. Great job on photography. And then this is also, it has a zipper in it. So it does explain how to go ahead and attach the zipper. And then we have, this would be amazing in an Afghan. We have the wrought iron headbands and belts. And there you have it. And it tells you how to braid the ends. Different things you can do with it. You can use it as a hat band. Yes, it explains how to, I'll show you here, how to braid the ends to make it look, they're not, I don't think it's like your normal braid. I think she does something a little bit different. And here it is as a belt. She added a metal ring. Very cute. So I like that pattern. I think that's one of my favorites. I like the motif for the mug rug too. I think that would look great in a blanket. And then we are on wearable accessories. Again, look at the photos. Awesome photos. And we have the fishnet scarf. Again, would look great in an Afghan. And all of these patterns have charts. And then they have, if they have special stitches, they also have a chart key at the beginning of the pattern. So this one uses diagonal mosaic stitches. And then this is one of my favorites here, the In Chains messenger bag. It's very cute. I like that. And then she does have a video where she was explaining some of her, all of the things that were in her book, and she was giving a little tour of her house. And she was saying that this bag is not worked this way, like your typical bags are. It's worked this way. So then all of this down here is your ends. So you just leave it for fringe. So no weaving in of ends. Awesome, awesome. Here are some photos of her with the bag. Well, I don't know if that's her. The model. Photos of the model with the bag. And then we have the Poison Skull cap. There's that. I'm not sure how I feel about the variegated yarn. Honestly, if I were to do it, I think I would do a solid color. 2 solid colors. And I'm pretty sure this is her. I'm almost positive that's her. There she is wearing one. And then I like these as well. This is another one of my favorites. These are the spine arm warmers. There you go. I don't think there is a hole in for your thumb. Or maybe there is. Yeah, I think there is. So again, charts, and this one also uses those diagonal stitches. Although this has quite a few special stitches. A triangle, decrease, double crochet, decrease, and single crochet. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I haven't used a lot of these stitches before. I've done one of her patterns before, and I will get to that at the end of the video. I want to talk about some of the things that she has on her website that is not in this book. And then next we have the Stellar Shawl. So it's got the stars, pentagrams. And next we have, the next category is home decor. And there is a throw pillow in here that I really like, and I think my niece would like a lot. And I really like this pattern too. Even as a wall hanging, I would totally hang this up. So this is a sanctuary wall hanging. I think this would look great in an Afghan as well. And there's just a bunch of little loops. If you can see, I don't want to show the pattern really. There's a bunch of little loops, and you put like a little dowel rod or something through all those loops that you make. And then there, she also talks about adding beads and tassels to the bottom. Let's see, there's beads there. These beads actually look really pretty with the yarn that she used. And here is one with a variegated yarn that is hanging up. And next we have the Skulls and Stripes bolster pillow. Again, you could totally do this in an Afghan. It would be great. Because it is actually, it looks like it's worked flat and then stitched up. From what I can see, it looks like, yeah, it's worked flat and then seamed up. And then you probably just make 2 circles for each end. And then you sew it all together. I'm assuming. I don't know. I didn't really look at the pattern thoroughly, but based on what I'm seeing from the photos, that's what it looks like. And then we have the scarab plant holders. And again, you could put this around anything. Like say you have, I don't know, like a spaghetti sauce jar, and you want to clean it up and wash it and peel the label off and use it to store hooks in. You could totally make one of those and put around there. Or right here, has a candle inside of it, using it as a wrap for the candle. Or, you know, an Afghan, as I keep saying. Next we have the Victorian pillow. And here is a photo of it. It kind of reminds me of the, how do you say it, the fleur de lis? Yeah, you know, I think you know what I'm talking about. So there is that. And then we have the On Fire table runner. So that is meant to look like flames. And I think it would look more like flames if you reversed it. If you had the black with that orange color, I think that would look cool that way. Orange or red or something. Here is a better photo of it. Oh wait, okay, I see. Like, it could be like this way. The black could be like, if you do it upside down, the black could like be the flames going up. But then if it's this way, the black is the shadow and the actual orange is the flames. Yeah, I'm totally seeing that two different ways now. At first, the only way I could see it was the black part should be the flames. I don't know. It's like one of those optical illusions, maybe. And then this pillow, I really, really like this pillow. It's the sun and moon pillow. And I think my niece would really like this too, because she's all into the crystals and I don't know, I don't want to say witchy stuff, but you know, kind of like witchy stuff, crystals and yeah, stuff like that. So here is one in blue. I think a dark purple one would be really pretty. I think that would look great. Wow, you should see the charts for this guy. There's like 6 different charts. Lots of special stitches. So, and then, so it's just made in 2 panels. And it looks like the one she made, she did the front in black and the back in blue. And special stitches. So at the back, she's talking about special stitches, and she has a stitch guide. So she's talking about bobbles and 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and just how excuse me, diagonals up, diagonals down, double diagonal up, double diagonal down. And most mosaic, this designer is the only mosaic patterns that I have followed that uses like these diagonal ups and diagonal downs. And this was probably, I want to say, my second ever mosaic project was one of her patterns, and it used, like I said, the diagonal ups and diagonal downs and all that stuff. Yep, and so then at the back we just have acknowledgement and about the author. And I think I want to read the about the author to you, just so you guys can know a little bit more about Alexis. So it says, Alexis Sixel is an artist who creates maximalist designs with saturated color, texture, patterns, and drama. Passionate about interior design, modern art, fashion design, and vintage style, she aims to inspire others to broaden their creative horizons. With over 30 years of crochet experience, Alexis has honed her skills to focus on mosaic crochet and teaching others this exciting technique. Sixel Designs was launched in 2020, and what started as just a hobby has blossomed into an extensive line of unique and edgy mosaic crochet patterns, ranging from Halloween for every day to animal prints, geometric designs, florals, and everything in between. Born and raised in New York, Alexis currently lives in Maine with her husband, son, and cat. And then here is all of her information. And so there's her website, her YouTube, her Etsy, her Ravelry, her Instagram, and her Facebook. And I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you're even a little bit interested in mosaic crochet, I recommend you go ahead and take a screenshot of this. And I'll try to also link this info in the description box below. But I highly recommend you go check out her website. She has some amazing patterns on her website that are not in this book. There's a lot, Halloween's coming up. There's a lot of Halloween themed ones. There is a skull heads. There are pumpkins, bats, I believe black cats, skeletons, And then there's, like it said in here, there's animal prints. I think there's like a leopard, maybe. I can't remember 100% for sure, but she has so many things on that website. And I did not know that she started with her business in 2020. I think she's done a lot in 3 years. She's come a long way in 3 years, from what I see. She has a lot of patterns on that website for launching in 2020, and she already has a book, a wonderful, fabulous book, and I will link this book as well in the description box below. But I want to show you before I leave the design of hers that I did crochet. So they had, I think they called it a crochet summit. It was a couple of years ago, and they had different designers, and they had, I think they had videos. I never was able to watch the videos because it never worked with my work schedule. But you got this list of what designers were going to be on what day and what patterns were featured. But if you weren't there to watch the videos, you could go ahead and grab a free PDF pattern. And I think the PDF was free only for that specific day. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. It is a throw pillow. It's kind of flat. It needs to be poofed up. But this was the Gothic Skulls pattern that was featured for her. It was her featured pattern that she had for a specific day. So I did one side in black and white, and the other side in this variegated yarn. Yeah, this is probably the second mosaic pattern I ever did. There are a few mistakes. The mistakes are not popping out at me right at this moment, but I know. Oh, I see a mistake. I think. Yes. So right here, there is a mistake here. Can you tell? Can you see? Yeah. Maybe not. Anyway. Yeah, so Alexa Sixel from Sixel Designs. Highly, highly recommend you go check out her website. Go check out her Ravelry and Etsy and favorite a few things. And yeah, that's all I've got for today. Thanks again, Victoria, for purchasing and sending this book to me. I greatly, greatly do appreciate it. And thanks to all of you for watching. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.